students, and welcome to today's class. Today we are taking you on the topic, on the subject, mathematics, and our topic for today is the change of subject of formula. Quickly, we want to tell you what a formula is. So the formula is an equation in which letters represent quantities, as you can see above. But you cannot talk about making subject of formula without considering certain things put in place. First, you have to think about the left-hand side and the right-hand side of this equation. Check if there is a fraction, clear this fraction. Check if there is an equation to balance it, remove roots and signs before proceeding to the next step. Quickly, we are taking an example here on the board, and the example said we should make t the subject of the formula from r equal to x plus t over x plus t. So let's go down to solve this problem. Now look at the problem, rightly stated. R is equal to s plus t over x plus t. How do we start? Let's rewrite our equation. R is equal to s plus t over s plus t. Now there are two sides here. The left hand side, which is r, and the right hand side, which is s plus t over s plus t. What do we do here? From the left hand side, we just take over 1, and firstly we cross multiply. When I say cross multiply, it means we are cross multiplying like this. That is, it now implies that if I cross multiply, this will give us r in bracket s plus t, close bracket. And to the other side, the right hand side, s plus t times 1 is still what? S plus t. Now moving further, the first thing we are going to do to the left hand side is to clear the brackets. How do we clear the brackets? Use the letter r to multiply the quantities that is inside the brackets. How? R times s will give us rs, and r times t give us plus what? RT. Put an equal sign. Then to the right hand side, we still have s plus t. Now looking at this equation from the left hand side and the right hand side, you can see that rs plus rt is equal to s plus t. Now we need to bring, or what would you collect like terms. When we collect like terms, we means bring the ones that have the same quantities alike. For example, I will just bring like terms by saying rs. Bring this s to the left hand side, the sign changes from positive to negative, that is minus s. Now on the right hand side, we are left with just what? T. Now still, remember we've not moved this, the RT from the left hand side. Why are we moving the RT to the right hand side? Because RT contains the quantity in which we want to make the subject of the formula. So when we move plus RT to the right hand side, it becomes negative RT. Now to go further from here, there is something common between RS minus X in the left hand side, and that thing is S. So bring out one value, S, open a bracket, and we find out that if I multiply x by r, it will give me rs. That is r. Remember there is a minus sign, minus. What do I multiply with s to give me s? I just have to introduce a value 1, and I'll close the bracket. So that s times r will give me rs, and s times minus 1 will give us s minus s. This is equal to, from the right hand side also, you have t minus rt. From this equation, you find out that there is t common here. We do the same thing that we did to the left hand side. That is, bring out t, open a bracket, What do I multiply t with to give me back t? I just have to put what? 1 and introduce my what? Minus. So what do I multiply t with to give us minus rt? I put what? R and then close our brackets. You can now see that the value of t is now on its own on the right hand side. So to make t subject on the right hand side, you now notice that t has a coefficient. When I say coefficient, it means something by each side. What is that thing? 1 minus r. So to solve this problem, we will divide both the left hand side and the right hand side by the coefficient of t, that is 1 minus r, and automatically t becomes subject. Let's do this as we proceed. That is s into r minus 1, close bracket. If I divide both sides by 1 minus r, that is over 1 minus r is equal to t. You see that our t is now standing alone, which shows that we've proved that t is now made subject of the formula. Thank you, students, and we hope to meet you in our next example. Thank you very much. In example 2 there, the board says that we should make v the subject of the formula from this equation that says h is equal to m into bracket v squared minus u squared over 2gx. To solve this problem, class, follow me as we go down to break it in details. Fine. The first thing to do is to rewrite the equation again. That is, h is equal to m into v squared minus u squared, everything bracket over 2gx. Now, to solve this, this is what we do first. On the left hand side, which is h, just take over 1. Now, the next thing is to cross multiply. Since our variable is on the right hand side, that is v squared, the one we're looking for to make subject of the formula. So when we cross multiply, it means h is multiplying everything here, and this particular one on the numerator is multiplying 1 when we cross multiply. So that is h times 2gx is equal to m, open bracket, v squared minus u squared, close brackets. So on the left hand side is h, 2gx, is equal to, on the right hand side, m into v squared minus u squared. But the variable with which we want to make subject to the formula is v. Now there is something by the side of that thing on the bracket. That thing is m, and we need to remove that m. For us to remove the m, we divide both the left hand side and the right hand side by that value m. And when we do that, we now have h 2gx over m is equal to v squared minus u squared. That is it. So on the left hand side is h2gx over m, while on the right hand side is v squared minus u squared. Now we need to make v squared to stand alone, but still on the side of it is minus u squared. So we need to move minus u squared to the left hand side. How do we do that? When minus sign crosses equality sign, it changes to positive. So this is it. h2gs over m plus u squared is equal to v squared. Now it might surprise you that we are end of the problem, but we are not yet end. We have not yet finished the problem, because there is a square on the v, and we need to remove that square. Remember, they say we should make v subject of the formula and not v squared. So recall in your indices, we are going to be removing this square. When there is square in a variable, I want to remove the square. it means you have to introduce a square root. Likewise, in the other hand, if there is a square root and you want to remove the square root in a variable, you have to introduce a square to cancel out. So for this that has square, we introduce a square root on both sides. Follow me as we continue. That is, the square root of h2gs over m plus u square is the square root of v square. Now with this, that square root will cancel the square. That is, this will remove this. So on the right hand side, we will now left with just v, while on the left hand side, we still have this. That is, sorry, I have to write the other side. So to do that, this is what we'll do. Finally, v is equal to the square root of h2gs over m plus u square. And with this, we've made v stand alone. Thank you, students. We've come to the end of this example. We also hope to meet you on our next example. Do have a blissful day. Thank you.